What if your anxiety wasn't just happening to you, but was being quietly built by you, through tiny, automatic habits you mistake for normal? Today, we're uncovering the two most common mental and digital traps that keep your brain stuck in a cycle of worry and exhaustion. These aren't your obvious triggers. They're the silent software running in the background, draining your emotional battery. Let's start with a habit supercharged by the modern world, the reassurance loop. This is the compulsive need to check, verify, and seek confirmation to quiet a worried mind. It's Googling a symptom for the 10th time. It's rereading text chains, analyzing punctuation for hidden meaning. It's scrolling through a friend's social media to see if they posted about the event you weren't invited to. Here's the neuroscience trap: every search, every check, gives your brain a tiny hit of relief. But it's a deal with the devil. You're teaching your brain, this fear is valid and requires external data to resolve. You're outsourcing your sense of safety. The loop gets tighter, faster, and more desperate. The fix: we need a system interrupt. I call it the 3-strike rule. When you feel the itch to seek reassurance, you get 3 conscious breaths. On the third breath, you ask, am I seeking data or comfort? If it's comfort, which it almost always is, you must open a notes app and write the worry down instead of searching it. You physically move the urge from the digital world to the tangible one. This simple act of redirection breaks the algorithm of anxiety. Habit 2 is all about leaving the present moment. I call it mental time travel. Your mind is a time machine with 2 broken settings: catastrophizing the future, and pre-rehearsing interactions. Catastrophizing is writing a horror movie where a small concern, my boss emailed me, becomes a full-blown disaster, I'll be homeless in a month, in 3 logical leaps. Your brain thinks it's helping by showing you all the dangers. Pre-rehearsing feels productive, scripting conversations, planning every response, but it's an illusion of control. It's your anxiety trying to eliminate the unpredictability of other human beings, which is impossible. It exhausts you before the event even happens. The fix: this requires a physical anchor. When you notice your time traveling, you must change your channel, literally change your physical input. Splash cold water on your face. Step outside and name 3 things you can touch. Put an ice cube in your hand. The shock to your system pulls you back into your body, into the now. Then, state a fact about the present moment. Right now, I am safe. Right now, I am capable. These 2 habits, the reassurance loop and mental time travel, keep you locked in your head and your devices. In part 2, we'll move from the mind to the body. We'll expose the physical habits of tension and the behavioral patterns of avoidance that complete the anxiety cycle. These are the habits that turn stress into a permanent posture. If you're ready to break these cycles with me, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The real work begins when insight meets action. Let me know in the comments which of these 2 mental traps you catch yourself in most often. We exposed the mental and digital habits that fuel anxiety, but what if the secret to lasting calm isn't just in your mind? It's in your muscles, your schedule, and your daily routines. In this finale, we're moving from theory to biology. We're uncovering the physical and behavioral blueprint of anxiety, the hidden habits your body learned to protect you, that are now holding you hostage. This is how we retrain your nervous system. Habit 3 is body armoring. This is the chronic, unconscious tension you hold as a baseline. The jaw clenched so subtly you don't notice. The shoulders permanently shrugged toward your ears. The breath held high in your chest. Your body is physically braced for an impact that never comes. This isn't just a symptom, it's a primary fuel source. A clenched body sends a constant barrage of danger signals to your brain, completing a vicious loop. Worry creates tension, and tension creates more worry. The fix: we must hack the feedback loop with strategic release. Set 3 alarms daily, not to check your phone, but to check your body. When the alarm sounds: 1. Jaw, let it hang loose. 2. Shoulders, roll them back and down. 3. Belly, take 1 breath deep into your stomach, pushing it out like a balloon. This isn't about relaxing for an hour, it's a 10-second system reset. You're sending a direct memo to your brain: stand down. The threat is not here. It's the most powerful real-time intervention you have. The final habits are behavioral twins: avoidance in disguise and emotional containing. First, avoidance in disguise. You clean your entire house instead of working on your passion project. You organize files instead of making the hard call. You're productive on everything except the thing that matters most. Anxiety loves this. It lets you feel busy while you run from the true source of your stress. Its partner is emotional containing. This is the belief that negative emotions like sadness, anger, or grief are not allowed, so you shove them down. But energy cannot be destroyed. Often, anxiety steps in as a container for those more vulnerable feelings. It's a more familiar, acceptable form of distress. The fix, for avoidance. Use the 5-minute candle. Commit to the feared task for just 5 minutes. Light a literal candle. When the candle burns down for 5 minutes, you are free to stop. You almost never will. You just needed permission to start. For emotional containing, practice scheduled spills. Twice a week. Set a 5-minute timer and dump everything in your head into a voice memo or a journal. No grammar, no logic, just raw release. You are giving the pressure a safe, scheduled valve. And there it is, the full blueprint. From the mental loops in Part 1 to the physical and behavioral patterns in Part 2. Anxiety is a system, and now you have the map to disrupt it. Your mission this week isn't to tackle all 4. It's to become a detective of your own habits. Pick one, just one. Observe it, interrupt it with the fix. Note the subtle shift. True discipline isn't about white-knuckling through life. It's about spotting the leaks in your own system and patching them with awareness and action. That's the discipline drive. If this series gave you a single valuable insight, pay it forward. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with one person who needs to see it. Let's build a community focused on solutions, not just sympathy. Drop a "driving" in the comments if you're committing to breaking one habit this week. Thanks for watching. Until next time, drive on.